Eggs. One of nature's most remarkable designs, crafted over millions of years of evolution. Far from being mere vessels of life, bird eggs come in an astonishing variety of shapes, colors, and textures, each uniquely adapted to its environment. Some are designed for camouflage, blending seamlessly into their surroundings, while others gleam with an almost unnatural brilliance. But what makes a bird's egg truly unique? Why do some have peculiar shapes, extraordinary patterns, or unexpected hues? In this video, we'll uncover 30 of the most unique bird eggs on Earth. Peregrine falcon egg. Perched on towering cliffs and city skyscrapers where the sky becomes the ultimate hunting ground, the peregrine falcon leaves behind one of nature's most remarkable treasures: its eggs. Small, yet mighty, these eggs are a testament to survival and adaptation. Measuring about 1.5 to 2 inches, they are noticeably smaller than those of other birds of prey, but no less significant. Their most striking feature is their deep reddish-brown or burnt orange hue, speckled with dark blotches, giving them a camouflaged appearance against rocky ledges. This natural disguise helps protect them from predators, blending seamlessly into their rugged nesting sites. The shell itself is thicker than average, designed to endure the rough, unforgiving surfaces where these falcons choose to nest, often mere scrapes on cliffs or even the edges of tall buildings. Unlike many birds that construct elaborate nests, peregrine falcons take a minimalist approach, simply laying 3 to 5 eggs per year in a shallow depression. Both parents share the responsibility of incubation, carefully tending to their clutch for about 30 to 32 days. Once hatched, the fragile chicks grow rapidly, fueled by a protein-rich diet. In just 6 weeks, they transform from downy white fluff balls into fierce, high-speed predators capable of reaching 242 miles per hour in a dive, making them the fastest animals on Earth. Despite their incredible resilience, these eggs are a rare sight outside the wild. Due to strict conservation laws, they are never collected for culinary use, unlike other exotic eggs. The peregrine falcon's journey from egg to aerial dominance is a symbol of nature's incredible design, proving that even the smallest beginnings can lead to breathtaking feats of survival and speed. African jacana egg. Gliding effortlessly across floating vegetation, the African jacana is a bird like no other, and its eggs are just as fascinating. These elegant water birds, often called lily trotters due to their incredibly long toes, lay some of the most beautifully patterned eggs in the avian world. Measuring about 1.2 to 1.4 inches long, each egg is a miniature work of art, glossy, smooth, and adorned with intricate swirls of bronze, mahogany, and deep brown. This unique coloration serves as perfect camouflage against the tangled mass of reeds and floating vegetation where the nest precariously rests. The shell itself has a slightly waxy texture, allowing it to repel water and stay protected from the damp environments of marshes and wetlands. But what makes African jacana eggs even more extraordinary is who takes care of them. In a fascinating twist of parental roles, it's the male jacana that incubates the eggs and raises the young, while the female moves on to mate with multiple partners. The male carefully guards his clutch for about 22 to 28 days, often using his wings to shield the eggs from heavy rain or predators. These eggs are rarely seen outside their natural habitat, as the African jacana is a protected species, and their nests are difficult to find amid dense aquatic plants. Unlike other exotic bird eggs, jacana eggs are not collected for food, but they remain an incredible symbol of adaptation and survival in one of the world's most challenging environments. From their mesmerizing patterns to the unconventional family dynamics behind their hatching, African jacana eggs are truly one of nature's most stunning and unusual creations. Emu egg. Across the sun-scorched plains of Australia, where emus stride with prehistoric grace, a hidden treasure lies nestled in the earth, the emu egg. Unlike the fragile pale eggs of many birds, this one is a deep, mesmerizing shade of emerald green, sometimes appearing almost black under shifting light. It is a true giant among eggs, measuring 5 to 6 inches long and weighing nearly 2 pounds, the equivalent of 10 chicken eggs. Its thick, multi-layered shell transitions subtly from dark green to lighter hues beneath the surface, an evolutionary marvel that offers both strength and camouflage. The textured matte finish enhances its ability to blend into the nest, ensuring its survival in the untamed Australian outback. Beyond its striking beauty, the story of its incubation is one of remarkable resilience. In a rare reversal of roles, it is the male emu who takes charge of the eggs. After the female lays a clutch of 5 to 15 eggs, she departs in search of another mate, leaving the devoted male to guard and warm them for nearly 8 weeks. Throughout this period, he eats almost nothing, relying solely on stored body fat to sustain himself. In the culinary world, emu eggs are a delicacy, prized for their creamy, rich yolk and high protein content, making them a sought-after ingredient in gourmet cooking. Beyond food, their stunning shells are treasured by artisans who carve them into intricate works of art. Whether as a rare culinary delight or a natural wonder of endurance and adaptation, the emu egg stands as a testament to nature's brilliance. Southern cassowary egg. Deep within the dense rainforests of northern Australia and New Guinea, where shadows stretch beneath towering ferns, lies one of nature's most stunning avian marvels, the southern cassowary egg. Unlike the typical whites and browns of most bird eggs, this one is a brilliant, otherworldly shade of emerald green, almost as if sculpted from precious stone. Measuring nearly 6 inches in length and weighing around 3 pounds, it is among the largest eggs in the world, second only to the ostrich. Its thick, textured shell not only shields the developing chick from external threats, but also acts as a natural form of camouflage, blending seamlessly with the lush undergrowth where these prehistoric-looking birds build their nests. Beyond its striking appearance, the incubation process of the cassowary egg is a testament to survival and devotion. In an unusual twist of parental roles, it is the male cassowary who takes full responsibility for the clutch, fiercely guarding and incubating up to 5 eggs for nearly 50 days. Throughout this period, he eats sparingly, remaining motionless for hours to ensure the fragile lives within are kept warm. Once hatched, the young chicks stay under his protection for nearly 9 months, learning how to navigate their dense jungle home. Despite their impressive size and nutritional richness, cassowary eggs are never harvested for human consumption, as these birds are both rare and vital to their ecosystems, acting as gardeners of the rainforest by spreading seeds. To glimpse a cassowary egg in the wild is to witness one of the rarest natural wonders, a vivid reminder of the delicate balance between strength, beauty, and the ancient rhythms of the wild. Kakapo egg. Deep within the ancient forests of New Zealand, where the elusive kakapo, the world's only flightless nocturnal parrot, moves silently through the undergrowth, a rare and fragile wonder lies hidden, the kakapo egg. Small yet immensely significant, these eggs measure about 1.5 to 2 inches in length and are covered in a smooth off-white shell with a subtle, glossy sheen. Their delicate nature makes them particularly vulnerable, relying entirely on the care of their mother, who carefully nests in hollow logs or soft earth to keep them protected. Unlike the boldly colored eggs of other exotic species, the kakapo's pale eggs remain inconspicuous, blending seamlessly into the forest floor. What sets these eggs apart is the rare and unpredictable breeding cycle of the kakapo. Unlike most birds, this species does not reproduce annually. Instead, its nesting is tied to the fruiting cycle of the rimu tree, a phenomenon that occurs only every 2 to 4 years. When conditions are right, a female will lay 1 to 4 eggs and incubate them alone for about 30 days, while the males, who gather in special booming sites to call for mates, play no role in rearing the young. Given the kakapo's critically endangered status, each egg is a conservation miracle closely monitored by scientists working to save the species. Unlike other exotic bird eggs, kakapo eggs have no culinary or commercial use. Their true value lies in their ability to bring a nearly lost species back from the brink. To see one in the wild is to witness a symbol of hope, resilience, and the relentless efforts to protect one of nature's most extraordinary birds. Guira cuckoo egg. Amidst the sprawling savannas and dense scrublands of South America, the guira cuckoo builds its chaotic yet fascinating communal nests, where a truly extraordinary egg takes shape. Unlike the smooth, monochrome eggs of many birds, guira cuckoo eggs are a marvel of texture and color, featuring a stunning sky blue base covered in an intricate web of chalky white scrawls. Measuring approximately 1.2 to 1.5 inches in length, these eggs appear as though an artist has etched them with delicate, crackled patterns, giving each one a uniquely fractured appearance. This unusual outer layer, which flakes away over time, adds to the mystery of these eggs, making them one of the most visually striking in the bird kingdom. What makes these eggs even more intriguing is the guira cuckoo's unconventional nesting habits. Unlike solitary nesters, this species thrives in large social groups, where multiple females lay their eggs in a single, shared nest, sometimes leading to over 20 eggs piled together. However, this communal approach comes with conflict. Dominant females often remove or damage the eggs of lower-ranking birds, ensuring better survival chances for their own offspring. With such unpredictable dynamics, not every egg makes it to hatching, making intact guira cuckoo eggs a rare find in the wild. These eggs have no significance in human consumption or trade, but they stand as a symbol of both cooperation and competition in nature. A striking blend of beauty and survival tactics woven into one of South America's most intriguing birds. Hudson egg. Deep within the steamy, untamed rainforests of the Amazon, where the air is thick with the scent of damp earth and the rustling of unseen creatures, the Hudson, one of the world's most bizarre and ancient birds, lays an egg as peculiar as the bird itself. Unlike the smooth, polished eggs of many species, the Hudson's eggs are pale cream or buff-colored, often speckled with irregular reddish-brown blotches, allowing them to blend seamlessly into their precariously built nests, hidden among the dense mangroves and low-hanging branches. Measuring approximately 2 inches in length, these eggs are relatively small for the size of the bird, yet their slightly rough, matte-textured shells provide a natural barrier against the humid, swampy environment in which they develop. The Hudson's reproductive cycle is as fascinating as its prehistoric lineage. Unlike most birds, Hudsons are strictly folivorous, feeding almost exclusively on leaves, which they digest through an unusual fermentation process similar to that of cows, giving them their nickname, the stink bird. This specialized diet means they reproduce at a slower rate, typically laying only 2 to 3 eggs per clutch once a year. The nests, often precariously placed over water, provide a crucial escape route for chicks, who, in a survival strategy almost unheard of among. High above the towering cliffs and shadowy caves of Southeast Asia, swiftlets carve out their existence in some of the most inaccessible places on Earth. Hidden within their gravity-defying nests lies a delicate marvel, the swiftlet egg. Measuring barely 1 inch in length, these eggs are pure, white, smooth, and fragile, almost translucent under certain light. Unlike the speckled or textured shells of many other birds, swiftlet eggs rely on their secluded, high-altitude nesting sites for protection, rather than camouflage. Their thin yet surprisingly strong shells allow warmth to transfer efficiently during incubation, ensuring the survival of the tiny life inside. What makes these eggs particularly fascinating is their connection to one of the world's most prized delicacies, bird's nest soup. Unlike traditional nests made of twigs and leaves, swiftlets build theirs entirely from hardened saliva, creating small, bowl-like structures that cling to cave walls and cliffs. These nests, valued for their medicinal and nutritional properties, have been harvested for centuries, often making the swiftlet's breeding cycle vulnerable. A female lays only 1 or 2 eggs per clutch, incubating them for around 2 weeks in complete darkness, suspended on sheer rock faces. While their nests have become a global commodity, swiftlet eggs remain untouched by culinary use, as their rarity and ecological importance far outweigh any potential for consumption. To witness a swiftlet egg in the wild is to see a fragile wonder of nature, a testament to resilience, balance, and survival in the most extraordinary of habitats. Ayam cemani egg. Deep within the heart of Indonesia, where folklore and mystique intertwine, the ayam cemani chicken is revered as a bird of legend, and its eggs are no less extraordinary. Unlike the ghostly pale or speckled shells of common poultry, ayam cemani eggs range from creamy pink to an enchanting dark charcoal hue, a rare sight in the avian world. Though not as jet black as the bird itself, which is entirely saturated with melanin from feathers to bones, these eggs carry an air of mysticism, their slightly glossy shells exuding an almost pearlescent sheen under light. At about 1.7 to 2.2 inches in length, they are slightly larger than the average chicken egg, with a thicker shell that provides added durability. Despite its exotic allure, the ayam cemani is not a prolific layer. A single hen may produce only 60 to 100 eggs per year, often laying just 1 per week before taking long pauses that can stretch for months. This low reproductive rate makes their eggs incredibly rare and highly sought after. In culinary circles, they are prized not just for their scarcity, but for their rich, velvety yolk and creamy texture, said to be superior to regular chicken eggs. In Indonesia, where the bird is often associated with spiritual rituals and good fortune, its eggs are sometimes viewed as symbols of prosperity rather than mere food. Their rarity ensures that they are sold at premium prices, sometimes fetching up to 50 times the cost of a standard egg. Whether admired for their unusual beauty, cultural significance, or luxurious culinary appeal, ayam cemani eggs remain one of nature's most fascinating and elusive delicacies. Kiwi egg. Deep within the dense forest of New Zealand, the kiwi, a small, flightless bird, lays an egg that defies nature's norms. Despite its modest size, the kiwi produces the largest egg in proportion to body size of any bird, making up nearly 25% of the mother's weight. To put it in perspective, if humans followed the same ratio, it would be like a person giving birth to a 6-year-old child. These remarkable eggs, measuring around 5 inches in length and weighing close to 1 pound, are smooth-shelled and come in hues ranging from creamy white to pale green. Their unusually thick shells provide durability, crucial for surviving the forest floor. But their most extraordinary feature is their nutrient-rich composition, with a yolk making up over 65% of the egg's volume, ensuring that kiwi chicks hatch fully feathered, strong, and nearly self-sufficient. Unlike most birds where females share incubation duties, the male kiwi takes full responsibility, dedicating 75 to 85 days to keeping the egg warm, one of the longest incubation periods in the bird world. Due to the species' critically endangered status, kiwi eggs are among the rarest and most protected in existence, playing no role in cuisine or trade. Each one is a biological treasure, vital to the survival of this ancient species. To see a kiwi egg in the wild is to witness one of nature's most astonishing evolutionary feats, a fragile yet powerful testament to endurance, adaptation, and the delicate balance of life in New Zealand's forests. Common Murre egg. Perched along towering cliffs where the ocean crashes below, the common murre lays one of the most uniquely adapted eggs in the avian world. Unlike the smooth, oval shape of typical bird eggs, this egg is sharply pointed at one end, a remarkable adaptation that prevents it from rolling off the narrow rock ledges where murres nest. Instead, it spins in a tight, circular motion, keeping it safely in place. Measuring about 4 inches in length, it is surprisingly large for the bird's size. Yet its most striking feature is its astonishing variety of colors and patterns. Murre eggs can appear in shades of pale blue, deep turquoise, soft beige, or rich olive green, often covered in dark blotches, swirls, and speckles, each uniquely marked, allowing parents to recognize their own among thousands. Unlike many seabirds that build nests, common murres rely solely on their eggs' design and parental dedication for protection, laying them directly onto bare rock. Their thick, sturdy shells help shield against the harsh coastal elements, from battering winds to the spray of seawater. In past centuries, murre eggs were harvested as a prized delicacy, sought after for their rich, creamy yolk and high protein content, but excessive collection led to strict conservation efforts to protect these seabirds. Today, the murre egg remains a remarkable symbol of survival, perfectly engineered for life on the cliffs. To witness one in the wild is to see a true marvel of evolution, an egg shaped by nature's ingenuity to endure in one of the most precarious nesting sites on Earth. Ostrich egg. As the largest egg on Earth, it dwarfs those of any other bird, measuring up to 6 inches in length, weighing nearly 3 to 5 pounds, and holding the equivalent of about 24 chicken eggs inside. Its thick, porcelain-like shell, which can be as hard as ceramic, is designed to withstand the pressures of both incubation and the unpredictable environment of the wild. The shell's surface is smooth, glossy, and pale ivory in color, reflecting the harsh sunlight and helping to regulate the temperature of the developing chick within. Unlike many birds that incubate their eggs alone, ostriches practice communal nesting, with a dominant female laying her eggs in a shared nest alongside those of other females. A single nest can contain up to 60 eggs, all carefully tended by the male at night, and the dominant female during the day, ensuring round-the-clock protection. Because of their size and nutrient density, ostrich eggs have long been sought after as a luxurious food source, prized for their rich, buttery yolk and high protein content. While still considered a delicacy in some cultures, their rarity and the importance of conservation efforts have made them more commonly used for artistic carvings and decorative purposes rather than culinary consumption. To crack open an ostrich egg is to witness nature's grandeur at its finest, an extraordinary feat of biology, strength, and survival, wrapped in a shell as tough as the wild itself. Black vulture egg. Amidst the abandoned barns, hollowed-out trees, and rocky outcrops where black vultures silently nest, a rare and intriguing treasure is hidden: the black vulture egg. Unlike the imposing image of the bird itself, these eggs are surprisingly delicate and beautifully marked, measuring about 2.5 to 3 inches in length. Their pale bluish-green or creamy white shells, adorned with irregular brown splotches, provide excellent camouflage against the shadows of their secluded nesting sites. With a slightly rough, matte texture, these eggs blend seamlessly into the decayed wood or leaf-littered ground where they are laid, offering a natural layer of protection from predators. Black vultures take a minimalist approach, often laying just 1 or 2 eggs directly on the ground, in caves, or within abandoned structures. Both parents take turns incubating the eggs for about 32 to 45 days, carefully shielding them from harm. Given the slow reproductive cycle of vultures, Their eggs are rarely encountered in the wild and hold no place in human consumption due to conservation concerns. Instead, they serve as a crucial symbol of the species' ecological importance, ensuring the continuation of nature's most efficient cleanup crew. To see a black vulture egg is to witness a fragile contrast to the bird's powerful role in the ecosystem, a delicate, speckled beginning for a creature destined to soar high above the world, reclaiming balance in the cycle of life and decay. Great Tinamou Egg. Deep within the dense rainforests of Central and South America, hidden among fallen leaves and tangled undergrowth, the Great Tinamou lays one of the most breathtaking eggs in the avian world. Unlike the muted camouflaged eggs of many ground-nesting birds, the Great Tinamou's eggs are a striking, almost otherworldly shade of glossy blue or emerald green, as if sculpted from polished jade. Measuring about 2.5 inches in length, their surface is so smooth and reflective that they almost appear to be made of glass, shimmering under dappled sunlight that filters through the forest canopy. This unexpected vibrancy is thought to aid in thermoregulation, helping the egg absorb just the right amount of warmth while remaining hidden on the forest floor. Even more fascinating than their appearance is the unusual breeding behavior of the Great Tinamou. Unlike many birds, it is the male who takes on the responsibility of incubating the eggs, often tending to a clutch laid by multiple females. For about 20 days, he remains fiercely protective, rarely leaving the nest, ensuring the eggs remain warm and undisturbed. Due to the species' secretive nature and the challenges of locating their nests, Great Tinamou eggs are rarely seen in the wild and are not commonly used for human consumption. However, in regions where they are found, their rich, nutrient-dense yolk is sometimes prized as a delicacy. Yet their real value lies in their role in the survival of this ancient bird, a living relic of prehistoric times whose dazzling eggs serve as a reminder of the hidden wonders of the rainforest. Duck egg. Nestled among reeds along quiet ponds and winding rivers, duck eggs rest hidden beneath the soft down of their mothers, waiting to reveal one of nature's most underrated culinary treasures. Slightly larger than a standard chicken egg, duck eggs typically measure about 2.5 inches in length, with a noticeably thicker shell that grants them a longer shelf life. Their colors vary depending on the breed, ranging from pure white and soft beige to stunning shades of pale blue and muted green. This natural diversity, combined with their smooth yet firm shell texture, makes them not only visually appealing, but also more resistant to cracking. What truly sets duck eggs apart, however, is their rich and luxurious interior. Inside, the yolk is larger, deeper in color, and packed with flavor, often described as creamier and more buttery than that of a chicken egg. Thanks to their higher protein and fat content, they are favored by chefs and bakers, as they lend a richer texture to pastries, custards, and fluffy omelets. Ducks typically lay one egg per day, and while they are not as commonly found in grocery stores as chicken eggs, they remain a sought-after delicacy in gourmet cuisine and traditional dishes around the world. Great Tinamou egg. Deep within the grassy savannas and subtropical forests of South America, the Great Tinamou lays an egg that seems almost too beautiful to be real. Great Tinamou eggs are breathtakingly smooth and polished, gleaming like porcelain in shades of deep olive green, metallic bronze, or even rich chocolate brown. Measuring around 2 inches in length, their highly reflective surface makes them stand out in the dappled sunlight, yet their unexpected sheen is believed to help regulate heat and humidity, ensuring the embryo inside develops in optimal conditions. The shell is surprisingly sturdy, protecting the delicate life within from the dangers of the forest floor. Beyond their striking appearance, gray tinamous follow a unique reproductive strategy. Unlike most birds, where the female incubates the eggs, it is the male who takes full responsibility for nesting, carefully guarding and warming the eggs for about 20 days. Even more fascinating, multiple females will lay eggs in the same nest, leaving the male to care for a clutch that is not entirely his own. This unusual strategy increases the chances of survival for the species. Due to the bird's elusive nature and preference for dense, hidden nesting sites, gray tinamou eggs are rarely seen by humans, making them a rare find in the wild. While they are occasionally collected for food in some regions, their true value lies in their role as one of nature's most stunning and mysterious avian wonders. Hidden gems of the forest floor, reflecting light like tiny polished stones in the wilderness. Martinetta tinamou egg. Amidst the sprawling grasslands and dry scrublands of South America, hidden among the low vegetation, lies one of nature's most exquisite avian treasures, the egg of the Martinetta tinamou. Unlike the speckled or camouflaged eggs of most ground-nesting birds, Martinetta tinamou eggs possess an almost unnatural beauty, with a perfectly smooth, glossy shell that gleams like polished ceramic. Their colors are mesmerizing, often appearing in deep emerald green, rich chocolate brown, or even a striking metallic bronze, as if sculpted from a rare gemstone. Measuring around 2 inches in length, their hard, durable shell provides vital protection against the harsh environmental conditions of the open plains. Beyond their breathtaking appearance, the reproductive habits of the Martinetta tinamou add to the mystery of these eggs. In a fascinating reversal of traditional parenting roles, it is the male who takes charge of incubation, carefully tending to a clutch of eggs laid by multiple females. Over the course of about 18 to 20 days, he remains dedicated to guarding and warming his nest, ensuring the survival of his future offspring. Because of the species' secretive nature and the challenges of locating their well-hidden nests, Martinetta tinamou eggs are rarely encountered by humans. While they have been historically collected in some regions as a source of food, their true value lies in their role in preserving the survival of this ancient bird species. To witness a Martinetta tinamou egg in the wild is to discover one of nature's most extraordinary designs, an egg that glows like a precious stone, hidden beneath the grasses, waiting to bring new life to the South American plains. Red-throated diver egg. Amidst the remote northern lakes and wind-swept tundras, where the red-throated diver glides silently across the water, a hidden marvel of nature rests within the marshy reeds. Its egg, a delicate yet perfectly adapted creation. Unlike the vividly patterned eggs of many water birds, the red-throated diver's egg is a deep olive brown, often adorned with subtle dark blotches that allow it to disappear into the damp vegetation of its nesting site. Measuring around 3 inches in length, its smooth, elongated shape helps keep it stable in the shallow, floating nests where it is laid. The slightly waxy shell provides an added layer of protection, helping to shield the developing chick from the moisture-rich environment. The breeding habits of the red-throated diver add to the rarity of its egg. These birds are fiercely loyal to their nesting sites, returning year after year to the same secluded patches of wetland to raise their young. A female typically lays only 1 or 2 eggs per season, which both parents take turns incubating for 24 to 29 days, ensuring their survival in the harsh northern wilderness. Unlike more common waterfowl, red-throated divers are highly territorial and secretive, making their eggs a rare sight even for dedicated birdwatchers. Due to conservation protections, these eggs are never harvested for food, instead remaining a precious link in the life cycle of a species perfectly designed for survival in some of the most unforgiving landscapes on Earth. To witness a red-throated diver egg in the wild is to see a fragile yet resilient gem of the Arctic wilderness, hidden among the reeds where life clings tenaciously to the edge of land and water. Kagu egg. The kagu, a rare ghostly gray bird, lays an egg that is as unique as the bird itself. Unlike the bright blues and greens seen in tropical species, the kagu's egg is a masterpiece of natural camouflage with a soft beige to pale pink base delicately speckled with brown and lavender markings. Measuring around 2.5 inches in length, it blends seamlessly into the leaf-littered ground where it is carefully placed. The slightly rough, matte shell not only helps with concealment, but also provides a sturdy barrier against the damp environment of the dense jungle. What makes the kagu's reproductive habit so fascinating is its extreme rarity and dedication to parental care. Unlike birds that lay multiple eggs in a season, a kagu pair produces just one precious egg per year, making each one a vital link in the survival of the species. Both parents take turns incubating it for 30 to 40 days, a task made even more challenging by the island's predators, such as invasive mammals that threaten its existence. Due to the kagu's critically limited population, its eggs are never harvested for consumption, instead remaining a protected symbol of conservation efforts in New Caledonia. To see a kagu egg in the wild is an extraordinary privilege, a rare glimpse into the delicate balance of life in an ancient island ecosystem, where survival hinges on a single, beautifully speckled shell hidden among the leaves. Spotted Nothura egg. Unlike the speckled or camouflaged eggs of many ground-nesting birds, these eggs possess an extraordinary high-gloss finish, reflecting light like polished gemstones. Ranging in color from deep olive green to rich chocolate brown, their smooth, almost mirror-like surface helps regulate moisture and temperature, an essential adaptation for survival in the exposed, open landscapes where they are laid. Measuring approximately 1.5 inches in length, these eggs may be small, but they are packed with the resilience needed to endure the unpredictable elements of the wild. Beyond their mesmerizing appearance, the reproductive habits of the spotted Nothura make these eggs even more fascinating. Instead of a single mother raising her young, multiple females lay their eggs in a shared nest, entrusting a single male with the duty of incubation. This devoted father carefully tends to his clutch, keeping the eggs warm for about 21 days, ensuring their survival against predators and environmental threats. Because of their habitat in agricultural regions, these eggs are occasionally harvested for consumption, prized for their high protein content and rich, flavorful yolk, though they remain far less common than traditional poultry eggs. Yet their true wonder lies not in their use as food, but in their incredible adaptation to life on the open plains, a tiny, glistening testament to the survival strategies of one of South America's most secretive and elusive ground birds. Red-winged blackbird egg. Hidden among the dense reeds and swaying cattails of North America's wetlands, the egg of the red-winged blackbird is a delicate masterpiece of both form and function. Unlike the plain white or brown eggs of many common birds, these eggs are a soft, pale blue or greenish blue, adorned with intricate, dark brown or purplish scrawls and speckles that resemble tiny brushstrokes across their smooth surface. Measuring around 1 inch in length, they are small yet perfectly adapted for survival. Their lightweight yet durable shell allows for efficient heat transfer during incubation, ensuring the tiny life inside develops in the often unpredictable conditions of marshlands and meadows. The breeding behavior of the red-winged blackbird adds another layer of intrigue to these remarkable eggs. Highly territorial, the females construct cup-shaped nests woven from grasses and reeds, often suspended just above the waterline to keep predators at bay. A single clutch typically contains 3 to 4 eggs, incubated solely by the mother, for about 11 to 13 days, while the strikingly colored males fiercely defend their nesting grounds. Though these eggs are rarely encountered outside of the wild, they play a vital role in sustaining one of the most abundant and recognizable bird species in North America. To glimpse a red-winged blackbird egg in its nest is to witness nature's careful artistry. A tiny, fragile shell cradling the next generation of one of the continent's most iconic songbirds. Hummingbird egg. Tucked away in the delicate embrace of moss-covered branches or hidden within the petals of leafy vines, the egg of a hummingbird is a tiny marvel of nature, one of the smallest bird eggs in the world. Measuring a mere 0.5 inches in length, about the size of a jelly bean, these eggs are perfectly oval, smooth, and pure white, devoid of speckles or patterns, as if crafted from the finest porcelain. Their fragile shells are astonishingly thin, yet strong enough to protect the life within, cradled in a nest no bigger than a walnut, woven together with spider silk, plant fibers, and soft down. The breeding habits of hummingbirds add to the rarity and wonder of these eggs. A female will lay just 1 or 2 eggs per clutch, and due to their small size, she must incubate them with absolute precision, ensuring they stay warm for about 14 to 23 days. Unlike larger birds that rely on body fat reserves, a hummingbird mother must frequently leave her nest to fuel herself, drinking nectar and catching insects to sustain the intense energy required for incubation. Because of their minuscule size and the protected status of many hummingbird species, these eggs are never harvested for consumption, existing only as a fleeting glimpse into the delicate cycle of life. To witness a hummingbird egg in its tiny lichen-lined nest is to see one of nature's most exquisite and ephemeral creations, a fragile pearl of life, destined to become a dazzling blur of iridescent wings. American robin egg. Cradled within a neatly woven nest of twigs and grass, perched high in the boughs of backyard trees, lies one of the most instantly recognizable and iconic eggs in the bird world, the egg of the American robin. Unlike the speckled or earth-toned eggs of many songbirds, this egg boasts a stunning sky blue hue, so distinctive that it has earned its own color name, robin's egg blue. Measuring around 1.1 inches in length, its smooth, matte shell has a delicate fragility, yet is sturdy enough to protect the developing chick inside. The egg's vibrant blue color is believed to serve multiple purposes. It may help regulate heat absorption or deter brood parasites like cowbirds, making it both an aesthetic wonder and a biological adaptation. Beyond their beauty, American robin eggs tell a fascinating story of resilience and dedication. Each spring, a female robin carefully constructs a cup-shaped nest, reinforced with mud and lined with soft grasses, where she lays 3 to 5 eggs per clutch. She alone incubates them for 12 to 14 days, rarely leaving their side, while the bright-breasted male stands guard nearby. Because robins often raise 2 or even 3 broods per season, their eggs are among the more frequently seen in nature, though they remain just as captivating. Unlike farmed bird eggs, American robin eggs are not collected for human consumption, but instead symbolize the renewal of life, the changing of seasons, and the beauty of nature's design. Each delicate blue shell a promise of the song-filled mornings to come. Northern mockingbird egg. Tucked away in the dense foliage of shrubs and low-hanging tree branches, the egg of the northern mockingbird is a small, yet extraordinary symbol of new life. Unlike the striking blues of a robin's egg, these eggs are a soft greenish blue or pale gray, elegantly speckled with rust-colored or brown blotches that resemble delicate brushstrokes across their smooth surface. Measuring around 1 inch in length, their coloration provides perfect camouflage against the dappled light of their surroundings, helping to protect them from predators. Their thin yet durable shells allow for efficient heat transfer during incubation, ensuring the tiny chick inside develops swiftly and safely. The breeding behavior of the northern mockingbird adds to the intrigue of these eggs. Known for their relentless defense of their nests, both parents work together to protect their clutch from intruders, fearlessly diving at much larger threats to keep their eggs safe. A female typically lays 3 to 5 eggs per brood, incubating them for about 12 to 13 days before they hatch into helpless, down-covered chicks. Because mockingbirds are prolific breeders, often raising 2 to 3 broods per season, their eggs are not considered rare in the wild. However, unlike the eggs of domesticated birds, they are never harvested for human consumption, remaining instead as a vital link in the cycle of life. To glimpse a northern mockingbird egg in its nest is to witness nature's quiet artistry, a fragile shell cradling the next generation of one of the most melodious and fiercely protective songbirds in the world. European golden plover egg. Amidst the vast open moorlands and windswept tundras of northern Europe, the European golden plover guards a hidden treasure, its remarkably camouflaged egg. Unlike the vibrant blues and greens of songbird eggs, these eggs are an earthy masterpiece, blending seamlessly into their surroundings with a warm sandy or olive base, speckled with dark brown blotches. Measuring approximately 2 inches in length, their smooth, slightly glossy shells are built for survival, offering both durability and natural concealment against the exposed terrain where the plovers nest. The breeding habits of the European golden plover add to the mystique of these eggs. Nesting directly on the ground in simple scrapes lined with moss and dry grass, the female lays a clutch of 3 to 4 eggs, which both parents take turns incubating for about 26 to 27 days. Their dedication is unwavering, as they rely on their eggs' incredible camouflage to evade predators. Historically, these eggs were considered a delicacy, particularly in parts of the United Kingdom, where they were once collected in small numbers. However, due to conservation efforts and habitat protection, this practice has become increasingly rare. Today, the eggs of the European golden plover remain a symbol of wild beauty hidden among the remote landscapes where these birds thrive, a fragile yet perfectly adapted testament to the delicate balance of nature. Barn owl egg. Hidden within the shadowy recesses of abandoned barns, hollow trees, and quiet attics, the barn owl's egg rests in eerie stillness, waiting to bring forth one of nature's most silent hunters. Unlike the vividly colored or speckled eggs of many birds, barn owl eggs are an unadorned, pure white, as if cloaked in mystery. Their smooth, slightly chalky shell lacks pigmentation, a trait common among cavity-nesting birds that do not rely on camouflage to protect their offspring. Measuring around 1.5 inches in length, they are small compared to the owl's formidable wingspan, yet they hold the potential for a future ghostly figure gliding through the night. The reproductive habits of the barn owl make its eggs particularly fascinating. Rather than laying all eggs at once, the female lays them sequentially over several days, resulting in chicks hatching at different times, a survival strategy that ensures at least the strongest survive in times of food scarcity. A typical clutch contains 4 to 7 eggs, incubated exclusively by the mother for about 29 to 34 days, while the male tirelessly hunts to provide food. Because barn owls are widespread, their eggs are not rare in the wild, but due to their ecological importance, they are never harvested for consumption. Instead, these eggs symbolize the quiet resilience of a species that has long coexisted with humans, thriving in the forgotten corners of the world. To glimpse a barn owl egg is to witness a silent promise of life within the stillness, an unassuming shell that will one day bring forth a hunter destined to rule the night. Little bustard egg. Amidst the vast, open grasslands and steppe regions of Europe and Central Asia, the little bustard lays a hidden treasure, an egg perfectly crafted for survival in the wild. Unlike the brightly colored eggs of some birds, little bustard eggs are an exquisite study in camouflage, with an earthy green or olive-brown base, often speckled with fine, dark markings, allowing them to blend seamlessly into the dry vegetation of their nesting sites. Measuring around 2 to 2.5 inches, 5 to 6.5 centimeters, in length, Their smooth yet sturdy shells provide essential protection against both the elements and opportunistic predators. The breeding habits of the little bustard make its eggs even more remarkable. These elusive birds are known for their elaborate courtship displays, where males perform intricate dances to attract mates. Once a female selects a nesting site, she lays 3 to 5 eggs in a simple, shallow depression on the ground, relying entirely on her cryptic plumage and the natural disguise of the eggs to keep them safe. She incubates them alone for 21 to 25 days, rarely leaving the nest. Due to habitat loss and declining populations, little bustard eggs are rarely seen in the wild and are strictly protected, making them a rare and precious glimpse into the fragile beauty of grassland ecosystems. Unlike domesticated bird eggs, they are never used in culinary practices, instead serving as a symbol of the delicate balance between agriculture and conservation, a reminder of the hidden wonders that still exist in the open plains of the natural world. Shetty's warbler egg. Hidden among the dense thickets of riversides and wetlands, where Shetty's warbler flits through the underbrush with quiet precision, lies a tiny but remarkable treasure, its egg. Unlike the boldly patterned eggs of some songbirds, Shetty's warbler eggs are smooth, glossy, and a rich reddish-brown or deep brick red, resembling polished beads tucked away in a secret corner of the wild. Measuring just 0.6 to 0.7 inches in length, their uniform, unmarked surface stands out against the finely woven nests of grass, bark strips, and moss. The egg's unusually deep coloration is believed to help regulate warmth in the cool, damp environments where these warblers nest, ensuring the developing chicks receive optimal conditions for growth. The breeding habits of Shetty's warbler add to the rarity of their eggs. This elusive bird, more often heard than seen, builds its nest low to the ground, hidden deep in vegetation, making it difficult for predators or even researchers to find. A female lays 4 to 6 eggs per clutch, incubating them alone for about 14 to 16 days, while the male fiercely defends their nesting territory with his loud, abrupt song. Because these eggs are laid in such well-concealed locations and belong to a species that thrives in protected wetlands, they are almost never encountered by humans and hold no place in culinary or commercial use. Instead, they remain one of nature's most secretive wonders, tiny, jewel-like eggs cradled in the heart of the wild, waiting to bring forth the next generation of one of Europe's most mysterious songbirds. Seagull egg. Perched atop rocky cliffs and nestled in the crevices of windswept shores, the seagull egg is a marvel of both resilience and practicality, perfectly suited to the harsh coastal environments where these birds thrive. Unlike the simple white eggs of domestic birds, seagull eggs are an intricate blend of camouflage and durability, with a base color ranging from pale olive green to sandy brown, speckled with irregular dark brown blotches. These natural patterns allow them to blend seamlessly into their surroundings, protecting them from predators and the ever-changing elements of the shoreline. Measuring around 2.5 to 3 inches in length, their thick, slightly rough shells provide an extra layer of security, ensuring the fragile life within can endure the unpredictable coastal climate. The breeding habits of seagulls add to the intrigue of their eggs. Preferring to nest in large, noisy colonies, seagulls lay 2 to 3 eggs per clutch, carefully tending them for about 25 to 30 days until they hatch. These eggs have long been prized in certain regions, particularly in the United Kingdom and parts of Scandinavia, where they are considered a delicacy and collected under strict regulations. Known for their rich, creamy yolk and bold, savory flavor, they are often served boiled or used in gourmet dishes. However, due to conservation efforts and the importance of maintaining seabird populations, egg harvesting is now highly restricted, making them a rare and sought-after seasonal treat. To find a seagull egg in the wild is to witness nature's meticulous craftsmanship, an egg built for survival amidst the raw, untamed power of the sea. Pheasant egg. Nestled within the tall grasses and dense underbrush of woodlands and open fields, the pheasant egg is a hidden gem of the natural world, a delicate yet perfectly designed vessel of life. Unlike the stark white of domestic chicken eggs, pheasant eggs exhibit a stunning variety of muted, earthy tones, ranging from soft olive green and dusty blue to rich sandy brown, often with a matte, slightly textured shell that helps them blend seamlessly into their surroundings. Measuring about 1.5 to 2 inches in length, their sturdy yet lightweight structure ensures they remain protected against the elements while still being small enough for the mother to conceal within a shallow nest on the forest floor. The breeding habits of pheasants add to the intrigue of their eggs. Rather than nesting in trees, pheasant hens lay their clutches in concealed depressions on the ground, carefully lining them with leaves, feathers, and soft grass. A single female can lay 8 to 15 eggs per season, incubating them for around 23 to 28 days, while relying on her remarkable camouflage to stay undetected. Because of their subtle beauty and rich, flavorful yolk, pheasant eggs have been prized in certain culinary circles, particularly in gourmet and traditional European cuisine, where they are valued for their delicate yet robust taste. Though not as common as chicken or duck eggs, they remain a sought-after delicacy, a testament to the bird's long-standing association with both wild landscapes and fine dining. To discover a pheasant egg in the wild is to glimpse nature's quiet artistry, an egg as elegant and elusive as the bird that laid it. Bird eggs are far more than just the beginning of life. They are masterpieces of evolution, each one meticulously shaped by nature to suit the needs of its species. These 30 extraordinary eggs remind us of the intricate and often fragile connections that sustain bird populations across the globe, emphasizing the importance of conservation and our role in protecting these remarkable species. Which of these eggs fascinated you the most? Have you ever encountered an unusual bird egg in the wild? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and if you want to explore more of nature's incredible adaptations, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. There's always more to discover. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time for another deep dive into the wonders of our planet.